Taurus, beautiful people, everyone else, welcome. My name is Catherine. I'm doing the Taurus monthly, I was going to say horoscope. No. Tarot reading this afternoon. We're going to look at the overarching energy of the month, so there's no specific theme. The idea is to look at what Spirit wants to tell you that might be unfolding. Remember, you always have free will. You take some and leave some. That's very important. So let's just start, get going here. I'm using some French Oracle deck cards. I will be translating for you for sure. This card. It says, aide, soutien, ancrage. It means help, support, and anchorage. That's an amazing energy. You love being anchored. You're a fixed sign, so you don't mind when things are well grounded, firm, well established. The decision is clear on what's what, right? But you're also, the word help here and support, we're going to see if that shows up in the cards, the rest of the cards. Let's keep pulling. I'm using the Moonology just for a brief overview. You get 2 cards. One is work through your fears, and the other is the answers you need are coming. I'm not necessarily looking, one is new moon in Scorpio, the other one is full moon in Gemini, but really it's for the advice that I'm drawing these cards. So I think you're requesting help and support because you're fearful about something, or at least apprehensive, to say the least. You feel something coming. This thing about answers are coming. We'll see also what that really pertains to, but so we'll draw a tarot right away on it. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be worried about your money flow, your cash flow. You could be apprehensive about your business overall, like the activity. I don't necessarily sense a slowdown, but there's something that is bothering you. So we're just going to draw some more and find out. It might not even be business-wise, but most likely money would be on your brain. Okay, it is related to work. You do have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse here. So something is, either you're out of work or you're lacking the usual, I guess, volume of orders or contracts or whatever it is that you do. Something, there's a slow down here for you. Judgment is here with the Emperor, so big energies regarding an employer. Most likely it could be your boss, but it could be a bigger corporation, it could be a government, it could be an institution that you actually work with through your business. So judgment here could be read as your work is being judged. Literally, you could feel it as you know, those are the answers are being announced to you. Maybe you received an announcement. Those are the answers that came or are coming, I should say, for August. We're looking ahead for the next few weeks. What are you fearing? I want to see what you're fearing. besides the cash flow and the slowdown? The moon in the reverse. You're fearing the answers. You're fearing the announcement. Something is being told to you. So I have to emphasize that astrologically speaking, there's a there's a full moon on August 1st, and there's a second full moon on August 31st, which is called the blue moon. And that's pretty rare. The last one was 2 years ago. So you see, thing is, you're getting maybe at the full moons, either one or both, or between, right? In between those two amazing supermoons, or at least one of them is a supermoon, you're getting a reveal. It's like an announcement, news. Maybe you think it's going to be bad news. For which you're bracing yourself, and the advice is to ask for help and support. So, you know, sometimes we obviously, you know, especially when we're fearful, we make things bigger than they are, right? So it's possible that you're doing that. I'm not saying you are, but it's possible. I'm going to draw some cards on the moon. Maybe we can look at what's being announced, but maybe it won't come out that way. It might also point to, whatever cards might come out, might point to what you do when you ask for help, really, like what it is that you concretely need to do to solve this situation, or the way you respond to these answers or announcement. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think the announcement, the news, or it's disappointing to you because it's like you're not getting an offer. You're not getting a contract. Again, it's relating to work. It's relating to something that you really are proficient at doing, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, this is something that you master. It's your craft. It's your main talent. For some reason, it's not being chosen or retained. You know, like when you might have quoted on something and your bid wasn't the one that was selected. Something of the sort, you know, you just didn't get it. It might mean a loss of cash for you. It could just be like the pain of like feeling really let down that you really wanted this. So it could be a little bit, your ego is bruised. It's possible. The King of Pentacles is in reverse, and he doesn't really like to lose. It's gonna make you feel momentarily powerless. You're gonna feel very low about it. You might feel inadequate, okay? Which is not the case. It's a feeling that you have that is. So let's think further here about the help and support that you can get. So either you get a pick-me-up kind of help from people that you love that are going to tell you, you know, obviously what your worth is and reassure you about what you can do, and, you know, taking on the next thing and looking forward and being there for you if you need them, right? That would be like the kind of support that would show up for you, I feel. Yet they could also help you maybe change things around for the next time around, for, you know, maybe improving certain things by letting others look at what you had proposed, the way you had, I don't know, either constructed something or created it, built it, put it together. You know what I mean? Having someone look at your work and give their feedback in order to get maybe a better chance next time, or do a better job next time, quote unquote. So it's a real possibility here. Yet I have to stay vague because I don't know exactly what it is, this thing that you're doing, right? And it'll be different for every one of you. I'm drawing out of the Herbal Astrology deck some form of advice. You get 3 cards, just like Aries. And I don't mind. Okay, so the way this deck works, it's always one plant and then it has keywords associated with it and planets as well. So if you look carefully, sorry, this is Gotu Kola. This one speaks of higher consciousness and it's Mercury Moon influences. I'm going to show you the cards and then I'll speak. Milk Thistle is the peaceful warrior. So this is a Mars Moon energy. And you get psychic healing. So for Mugwort, this is Neptune and Moon energy up here. You can see the planet glyphs. The glyphs of the planets. Okay. Well, you see, I enjoy the peaceful warrior here because if you're to lose a bid, if you're to lose an offer, if you're not the one that, or that thing that you were really hoping would be for you to do, maybe it had a real, maybe you saw a particular future within that direction, you know, through that particular endeavor, whatever that was, whatever that thing you're not getting. And so the disappointment would be great just because you feel that it was a new direction and it had a lot of potential, right? This is what I'm sensing. This is more intuitive than anything. But the peaceful warrior is the way you actually take it in, take in the, I guess, the defeat, quote unquote, how you gracefully bow to, okay, well, what can I do better, different? And then all this help and support that you're asking for really should yield results eventually. You know, it speaks of higher consciousness and psychic healing. So psychic healing comes again from releasing any form of attachment to what this thing was for you, that if you dwell on it, you'll only, you know, stay sad and disappointed and really grumpy. This King of Pentacles, again, is not accepting defeat always very easily, but here the advice is to be peaceful about it, right? So I want to go back to the word anchorage that we had on this card, ancrage. I think you might feel like it's going to destabilize you temporarily again. So especially if it affects your cash flow, not to get that particular offer or opportunity. But overall, the higher consciousness is how you elevate your thoughts regarding that same event, how you change your perception on it, and mostly, what do you do in terms of real actions to change things around, change the energy around, and mostly, I guess, mainly to create a better future for you in a new direction, other than the one that you thought you were going to go into. I can't believe the word that just came out. I barely shuffled. I think you might have heard the card just literally fall. It's the word uncertainty. You will go through a period of uncertainty. It says the shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Well, there you have it. This is why you need help and support from your friends. Anchorage is the only way you can, I guess, counterbalance and compensate for the uncertainty. You'll find a way to anchor yourself through staying in the moment and staying, I want to just say, just do things, just act, keep busy, don't spiral in your thoughts. There will be other opportunities. And remember, the uncertainty or the period that's going to feel very difficult or slightly difficult, that'll vary, right, depending on each and every one of you. Some will have it harder than others, or experience it as hard, as something hard for them. Either way, you all need some healing around this particular, I guess, bad news or disappointing news. But you are getting the answers this month. You are getting a final, you're finding out. So I'll leave the reading here. If it resonated and you did enjoy the video, please like, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you soon. Take care.